I think that part of it is that there's to me something which is very artificial about a lot of what is so-called the real world. I mean, one of the ironies of things is that quite often if you talk positively about Indigenous people, you'll always get somebody saying, yeah, but in the real world. And you kind of think, well, actually, the real world, the real reality of the world is earth, it is rivers, it is fish, it is mountains. And the kind of, the so-called real world is the extremely artificial world of the peculiarity of kind of, the futures markets and, and venture capital and the kind of, the nonsense of almost any market system that depends on confidence. It's actually not real in a tangible sense, but also it's kind of, that there's an inauthenticity to it in terms of time, I'd also say, which is that for thousands and thousands of years, human beings have lived in a huge variety of ways of relating to the land and relating to each other in their own cultures. This one that we're in at the moment is incredibly recent. It's very peculiar. It hasn't lasted from very long in the past, and it won't last for very long into the future. And I think part of what intrigues me is a kind of, it's like a way of wanting to hear what people have to say who are not part of the dominant culture, but who are perfectly aware of the dominant culture and of what the dominant culture says, but whose wisdoms are their own, who have a fidelity to philosophies and, cosmovisions, as they call them in the Amazon, some people in the Amazon. And that there's a faithfulness to something, dare I say it, of the human spirit, which I think is not only very compelling, but very necessary.